Morning traders, and this is your DAX day trading setup for today. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We go through this every single day and hopefully helping some people, and maybe we can help you as well. Anyway, on the DAX, we have had a confirmation of this piercing pattern. So you see Monday was the close of the piercing pattern halfway between the body, and then we got this confirmation bar. Now, is it an exhaustion bar or is it a confirmation bar? Okay, we do have this big consolidation pattern that happened last month, and the next level of interest is pretty much at these intersecting levels here, or intersecting trend lines. So we've got a support level, or actually resistance level, sorry, and then we have the top of this channel at the moment. Okay, so we've got a channel there, and then the next thing is from here to here, I have a bit of a wedge. Okay, so oscillators have turned and crossed, and this one's pointing to the top side, so this is a potential trend change. Now the interesting thing here for me is it does look like some structure is going to play out here, and that structure for me is this. Okay, the island reversal that I was referring to yesterday on the day time frame is now gone. There's the gap. There's a gap. That gap is closed. Okay, so no longer an island reversal. So now what we're looking for is to see if we get a breakout, and my next level is to the upside there. And let's delete that, and just want to double check these levels before we go down. Yeah, that takes us to this previous breakout. You can see, and now you can see it a little bit clearer on the weekly here as well. Okay, that flag is pretty clear on the weekly. Right, okay, let's get down to the 3 hour. I just want to delete these two here and just put one in that is a little bit there. Okay, so we could argue that we've got a crossover. Okay, could argue that we've broken out. We are at a level 200 EMA at the moment. We do have a bit of diversions over here, and we've also got a grouping of the oscillator. So, if I look at the 3 hour, it is indicating that we need to be careful, look out for a level, because we're going to bounce to the downside, which is very possible. It's possible that we sort of move to the downside, get a higher low, and then only break through. So that's kind of the thing that I'd be looking out for. The trend, has it changed? I'd argue on the 3 hour it could potentially have changed, but I want to see, I do want to see a bit of a pullback. I want to see a higher low first before we start looking at that. Okay, so looking at the hour, you can see yesterday we definitely got a trend change, we got a confirmation, we got a bounce retest of the moving averages, and now we're back into this area here. Okay, so there's a lot happening here. You can see we've got 200 moving averages, we've got 200 simple moving average, the EMA, all our oscillators grip the upside, and we have some trend lines as well. So not an area that I want to be long in at the moment. I'd like to see a pullback. Now the pullback can be shallow, so we can come back to this area here, or we could come back even deeper, which is this swing low here or this swing high here. That's pretty much what we have at the moment. Now, if I look at where the DAX futures at the moment, it's flat, sitting at 1200. That's pretty close to where we are at the moment. Okay, so yeah, difficult one to ascertain, because that first hour of trading yesterday, you would have been forgiven with this little indecision bar of thinking, okay, we've got some continuation to downside, and then we've got this explosive to the upside. Now, if I go down to the 12 minutes, you'll see, hindsight's perfect science, isn't it? But the reality is, if you had your trend lines drawn in, you would assume you got a break above that. You can see that was our triangle. There it is there. And we got the break. Okay. So anyway, half hour, I am wary of, just because of where we are. Okay. We could argue that we have broken through this trend line, but as normal, I want to see a bit of a pullback before I get in to continue going along. So there is the potential that the trend has changed, but there's also the potential that we're going to reverse off here for a deep pullback. A deep pullback would suit me perfectly, because then I would take that trade, and that would be looking like a bit of a swing setup for me. Okay. So if you look at the 4 hour, you can see we've got a crossover here. I want to see a retest of this crossover. That's basically what I'm looking for. Okay, if we can get a higher low, I'd be looking at a long again. Okay, so for now, for me, this is a consolidation pattern, and we need to treat it accordingly. And I need to wait for something, some sort of a setup for us to continue going long. I can't go long up top here. It's against my rules, and doesn't bode well to my stress level. So what I'm looking for is consolidation, so further consolidation in this area we're in. If I do that, let's make it like that. So further consolidation for like half the day before we start moving to the upside, or alternatively, I'm looking for a deeper pullback. Okay, maybe come and test these moving average breakout. That would be the first point to call anyway. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. Is potential for a trend change, not confirmed for me just yet. Could just be top of a channel or top of a wedge, and I would expect us to break down first, build a higher low, and then pull away. If we do break the upside, I wonder if it would be worth chasing. Let me just see. It's a 100-point stop loss. So that is my dilemma with this. But maybe if we do break to the upside, then use this area here as my stop. Okay, so if we carry on to the upside, let's say we get up to there, that's acceptable. It's a 50-point stop loss. So if we do break the upside, we'll have a very tight stop sitting here, take a smallish position, not going to take a very big position on that. And then we need to look for a target area, and I don't see a target area. That's what's bugging me. The only other target area I see is the 200 SMA and this gap up here. I don't see anything on any of the time frames apart from probably that area, but it's not set in stone. Okay, so yeah, so it's very messy to the left. So I think if I'm going to chase it, it'll be a very tight stop. Okay, so basically just keeping my stop below 11,950 or 11,950 would be my stop area. But looking at all the oscillators, I think I'll just wait this one out. Not going to chase it until I have some kind of a pullback or consolidation. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps someone, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.